Oh man.
Wow, that's a long one right there.
This guy has done a lot of research. He's went through your speech word by word, and he has found some holes in it. He says that you mentioned you spent 2 days on a train in North Korea. He did some digging. The longest train line in North Korea is the Pyeongra line, 820 kilometers heading into Russia. The first train ever invented travels at 40 kilometers per hour, meaning that travel along that line is up to 20 hours. 20, not 2 full days. He says a lot more, but the general gist is how did a train completely in North Korea, not that big of a country, how did it take 2 whole days?
Yes, that is so true. From one end Korea to other end, I bet it takes less than 8 hours to cross. From the Baekdu mountain to Halla, which is South Korea, if you were to take a train or drive a car, if you drive, it's gonna take you less than 8 hours because the Korean peninsula, both combined, is smaller than like half of California, right? So it takes such a little time. But in North Korea, there are power outages. Like it happens very frequently. When that happens, train stops in the middle of nowhere, and you have to wait for hours on end, and sometimes days, because you never know when the power is gonna come back up. And the other thing is that whenever a train conductors, right, those kind of people are traveling, and when their family or friends actually have a party going on their route, then what they're gonna do is basically turn off the train and say, oh, power went out. And then they're going to attend that party, drink, eat, and then they just come back whenever they want and say, oh, power just came back up. So now we're gonna be moving. So yes, you're right. Like it's unspeakable thing, right? If it was in America, like, oh yeah, how is going one town to another town, even thinking about like from Los Angeles to San Francisco, like how is it gonna take 2 days? Power outage, and the train doesn't move that fast.
So 8 hours to get across North Korea, 40 hours of power outages and parking.
Right, yeah. So there was frequent power outages, and we were just, while I was traveling, I wasn't constantly moving. It was more of like stop at one area for like 5 hours, move like a little bit, and then stop, move a little bit, and then stop, right? So it wasn't, I wasn't constantly moving.